Right now, I'll be sharing an almost guaranteed way of getting big lats. It's a realistic, long-term strength standard that over the years, I haven't seen anyone fail in getting incredible results. What am I talking about? Acquiring a 300-pound total weighted pull-up for reps, which I'll define as 1 to 5. Now, what makes it so foolproof? Body weight accommodation. Depending on one's weight class, the strength differences can massively vary. That's why there's so many skinny guys that can put up serious numbers on the weighted pull-up. It's because the total number isn't really that impressive. Whereas if you're 250 pounds doing only one plate on the pull-up, you're typically going to be a swole guy. And so we have to bring it back to the absolute load, not relative strength, if we're talking about lat hypertrophy. Because I can list countless examples of insanely strong men that put me and everyone else in my audience to complete shame, that when you look at the weight hanging off their belt is usually nothing or very small. What am I talking about? Observing 4 times the world's strongest man, Brian Shaw. You know how many pull-ups he could do at 200 kilos, which is 440 pounds? 6. Now you tell me, who's stronger? Alex from Alpha Destiny that could do 170 pounds at 165 body weight? Or Brian Shaw that's doing 100 pounds over me while being 6'9" and being one of the strongest men in the world while also being enhanced? You tell me. It should be clear that relative strength is skewed in this aspect. What about Burley Hawk? He's one of the strongest raw powerlifters that follows the conjugate system and can rep bodyweight pull-ups, but he's over 300 pounds. Heck, what about Kiriakos Grizzly? The guy weighs in at full, which I don't even know what that equates to, yet can rep out pull-ups. Now, mind you, they're not the cleanest reps. There's a bit of momentum going on there, and he's not fully getting his chin over the bar. But I can guarantee you that there's a lot of back strength behind that. Basically, total weight cuts out the excuses and brings the standardization back to 100% pure brute strength. Not that relative strength doesn't matter, because I'll also argue that if you are 150 pounds doing an 150 pound weighted pull-up, that is infinitely more impressive than a 300 pound man doing bodyweight pull-ups. No question about it. So there does come a point where obviously one is more impressive than the other. But in most cases, my recommendation is very fair, because we're not going to be super heavyweights if you actually care about your health, and I don't promote that in any type of weight. The max body fat you'll probably be is 20 to 25%. And so I don't see you guys being more than 250 pounds. So in that context, even doing a plate or two is phenomenal on the weighted pull-ups. But if you're less than that, it makes more sense when comparing to the lighter classes. So those who are below 181 pounds will typically be able to do over 100 pounds on the weighted pull-up. Whereas if you're tall and heavier, you might be slightly under that amount. But when you calculate the top number, you'll typically have 300 pounds. That appears to be the magic number for naturals. I've seen heavyweights and lightweights acquire this, even though the relative strength was not the same. But when I observed the physiques, they were pretty much identical. So just to say, you can do this. Makes sense as a final example. If you put on 20 to 50 pounds of fat, yet your calisthenics bodyweight performance remains the same, that actually means you got stronger. It's not maintenance, because extra body fat is like wearing a weight vest. And what you'll find is that if you cut immediately after, your performance should go up. So if you're able to do 20 pull-ups at 180 pounds, and now you can still do them at 210 pounds, man, you're gonna freak out when you get lean again. Mark my words. But yeah, that's all you really gotta know. It's a simple topic, but I hope it puts your mind at ease. And I want to hear from you guys. What's your total weighted pull-up? Let's compare. Are you close to that 300 pound mark? Let's hear it. And I'll talk to you all next time.